Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Farah, and in today's video we're going to do the library book tag. And this is an original tag that's fairly new. It was created by Joe and Mary from the Book Buds, and they are the ones that tagged me in the video. So thank you guys so much for tagging me. I really appreciate it. And let's get started. So question number one is, how often do you go to the library? This definitely varies. I would say the times that I most often go are when one of my daughters has a practice, like a sports practice or for the musical or something. One of the libraries I go to is right across the street from their school. So it's a great place to go and wait and read and check out books and hang out while I'm waiting for their practice to get over. Because we live in a really rural area, our school is like a good 20 minutes from home. So it just saves time. It gives me a place to go so I don't have to waste gas going back and forth. So I would say it could be a couple times a week, or it could be once a month, just depending on what our schedule is. Question number two, do you belong to more than one library system? Yeah, I belong to my local one, which has a few libraries scattered around, and I also have a New York Public Library card. So if you live in the state of New York, you can actually get a free New York Public Library card, and you can use that for Libby. So it really opens up the amount of ebooks and audiobooks that you have access to, because you're joining a huge library system within New York City. So I'll leave a link below if you're interested, but I just got one, and like my Libby choices are so much more now. So that was really cool. Okay, question number three, what % of books you read come from the library? I don't have an exact percentage, but I would say based on last year's stats from Storygraph and from Goodreads, almost 75% of the books I read come from the library. So a huge chunk. I definitely utilize that service a lot. This year is a little bit less because I'm trying to focus on the Read What You Own challenge, but I have a feeling going forward it's still going to be around that 75% mark, because it's just so good. I love using the library. Question number four, do you listen to audiobooks or get ebooks from the library, or are you hooked on Audible or Amazon or something else? I listen to a ton of audiobooks from the library using the Libby app, and I also borrow ebooks a lot from Libby and Hoopla. So the two library apps I use the most often are Libby and Hoopla. And Hoopla is nice because those you don't ever have to wait for. If it's available, you can borrow it, but you are limited to 5 titles a month. Libby, you have a lot more options. You can take out, I think, up to 10 books at a time maybe, and you can also place holds, and these you can take out for less amount of time, but they often have newer titles, so it's just kind of a little bit of a difference there. But yeah, all the time. And I don't use Audible, and I don't use any other listening or ebook services. Sometimes I'll use Kindle Unlimited, but I'm not using it right now. Question number 5, did you go to Storytime at the library as a kid? I don't think so. I don't have any memories of that. The only thing I remember is my grandmother bringing us to the library, but I don't think we did story time. I think she just brought us to take out books and stuff. Question number 6, have you ever borrowed a movie or video game from your library? Yes, definitely. I've borrowed a ton of movies from the library. I had a phase right after I graduated college where I was looking for a job, and I moved in with my mom and my stepdad. And I had this little TV, I want to say it was a VCR too, early 2000s. So it could have been DVD, it could have been VCR, but I do remember constantly borrowing movies from the library that was close to us back then. And I used to get a ton of foreign films. I was in a huge foreign film kick back at that time, and I watched so many amazing movies that I'd never heard of because they had a great foreign movie section. So yes, I would like to get back into that though. It was so fun just to get those movies for free. Question number 7, have you ever gotten fined for returning books late? If so, how do you feel about that? Yep, I definitely have in the past. The libraries that I'm currently belonging to now though, they don't have fines anymore. So I think it's great. But I do think it's really, you have to kind of be more mindful about what you're borrowing. If you're borrowing a brand new book, if I don't have it done within those 2 weeks, then I do start to feel bad. So I still carry that moral compass of wanting to return them on time. But if it's an older book that really hasn't been checked out, then I don't feel so bad. So I think it's great. I think it enables people to use the library more often, and you don't feel as much pressure to you know, get it back right on time if you're not done with it. And also, it's so easy to renew things on your app. So yeah, I'm personally glad they got rid of fines. It was a little embarrassing when you'd go up there and be like, what do I owe? But yeah, so I think it's good. Number 8, do you attend special events, groups, or book sales at the library? And I sometimes do. Sometimes my local library will have a wildlife speaker come in, so I'll sometimes go to those events. They also have Christmas tree sales and wreath sales and different events, so I do participate in those. Book sales, I haven't this year, but sometimes in the past I will definitely go to those. Book clubs, though, I can't, because usually the book clubs near me, they're always like, they always meet during work hours, so it seems like it's a retiree thing. Question number 9. Have you ever given or taken a book from a little free library, a book box, or a book swap? Yes, I have. I love little free libraries. I always check when I see one. Again, I haven't because of the Read What You Won't challenge, but in general, I do love little free libraries. I've both contributed to them and taken from them, and it's always fun just to see what there is. A book swap, I don't think I've ever done that, and a book box, I've never done that. So, question number 10, bonus, does your librarian know you? I think so. I don't think she knows my name, but there's a couple that rotate at the one I usually go to, and she's very friendly. I'm sure she recognizes me by now, and some are more friendly than others. Some are more chatty than others. There's one that just, you know, will talk your ear off if you let her. But yeah, I would say we know each other, but maybe not really by name. So that was the tag. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to tag a couple other people, and I apologize if you've done this tag already, but if you haven't, it would be fun to hear your answers. I'm going to tag a couple people that I'm pretty sure use their library. So I'm going to tag Kim from Kim Reads and Reviews, Heather from Pages with Postlethwaite, Becca from Read Becca, Kat from the Ginger Bibliophile, Matthew from A Man with Hat That Reads, and Sam from Sam Harrison. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tagging me, Joe and Mary. I really appreciate it. I love the library so much, just like you guys do. So I hope you guys, if you haven't checked out your local library, that maybe you feel inspired to. It's just such a wonderful service, having access to books. And I'm just so thankful that I have ours in this area. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and take care. Thank you.